to read a story to Millie, our friend the writer. Millie's going to rock here and I'm going to read. This is the house where 4 artists live. They are Frederick the musician, Chad the sculptor, Ryan the painter, and Max the writer. A pesky little mouse named Emmy also lives in this house. Jason, Kristen, and Greg like to visit their friends, the artists, after school. Today, Max the writer is reading a story to them that he wrote. Even Emmy the mouse listens while Max is reading. The house where the artist lives is in the country. It is surrounded by high hills, green fields, and tall trees. Each artist has his own studio in the house. A studio is the room where the artist works. Max's room is filled with books and papers. On his desk is the typewriter. The typewriter is very important to me, Max tells the children. Without this typewriter, it would take me much longer to do my work. Many years ago, writers wrote with a feather pen and ink. It took them a long time to write anything. What do you write? Asked Jason. I write books, poems, and short stories, replies Max. I also write scripts for television and the movies. Suddenly, Max jumps to his feet. He points to the dining table. Oh no! Look at Emmy, he cries. The pesky little mouse is chewing on a piece of paper. My new poem. I wrote it only this morning after breakfast. Now Emmy is chewing it.
No.
Emmy's chewing it. Oh no! Emmy jumps to the top of the chair. She hiccups. The paper that Emmy has chewed is full of holes. Does she have to run and hide? Maybe Max will forgive her. Look, the paper's full of holes. Oh no. Do you see the holes in the paper? See the holes in the paper?
Oh no.
For breakfast, I made with lots of cheese inside it, but now the eggs are cold and the cheese is old, so I need to make...
I know.
Max shows the piece of paper to the children. Emmy has eaten through some of the words. She won't need to eat for a week, says Greg. Max gets some sticky tape and a pair of scissors. On a piece of paper, he types the letters of the words Emmy has chewed in the poem. Jason, Kristen, and Greg help Max fix the poem while Emmy sits on the table watching them.
And me.
Emmy's watching them. The little mouse is watching them. Part of writing is making changes and adding new words, says Max. Emmy has given me an idea for a second verse to my poem. It goes like this. Emmy has eaten the egg. She's even eaten the cheese. She tried a little pepper, but it only made her sneeze. The children sat down with Max on the sofa. He reads several of his stories to them. You paint pictures with words, says Greg. I can see what you see, and I can feel what you feel, adds Kristen. They're sitting on the sofa reading a story. Sitting on the sofa reading a story. Can you write another poem about Emmy? Asked Jason. Max sat down at his desk and starts typing. He sat down and typing. We use computers nowadays, but they used to use a typewriter to write the stories. And he writes, I know a pesky little mouse. She lives with us in this old house. We all love to watch her play and get in trouble during the day. Does Millie ever get in trouble during the day? It's getting dark. The children have to go home. They say goodbye to Max and Emmy. Max gives them the poem about Emmy that he just wrote. We'll read it to our friends at school, says Greg. They'll like it as much as we do. And it was getting nighttime, so the kids are going home.
I see.
And the end. The end. Did you like that story?
Yeah.
What was the little mouse's name?
She's name
Emmy.
Amy.
Who was the writer?
Right.
The writer was Max. Our friend the writer was written by Bernd Schmidt. This is a good little story. Oh, can get it. Ah. Me and Millie and Emmy, the mouse, are going to get off here. Bye, y'all.
Hi, y'all.